Hey, welcome to ABJ Vlogs. It is always a delight to come your way. You guys are so marvelous. If today is your first time, please don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to let other people know what we are doing here in China. I love you all so much. You know why I'm laughing? When I was doing this video and I just saw that, oh, we have another subscriber. Charlie, I don't know whether even in this video, this is not a live video, but it's looking like a live video. I just had one subscriber. Thank you. I love you all. Please share for others to know what we are doing and people feel the impact that we are having on this channel. So what do we have for you today? Subscribe and let me tell you, okay? So stop whatever you are doing, subscribe, and I'll tell you in a bit. All right. Okay, so thank you for subscribing, and then now let's get into the real deal. So now I want to tell you about the everyday life of people, students here in China. Everyday life. This is very subjective, but maybe I'll talk more from my perspective, and then we know what to do. But tell me what you want to see on ABJ Vlogs. Tell me the kind of content that you want me to shoot for you, and I'll gladly do them. On education, on lifestyle, yes, I have a lot of lifestyle videos, especially food, because that is one thing that people really want ask me. ABJ, what do you eat? What do you eat? Yes, I'll tell you in a bit what I eat here in China in other video. But until then, also I have very interesting videos on lifestyle here in China. So let's go to even today's video, and then let's get on. So what is the lifestyle of students here in China? Now it depends on school to school, and it's just like any other place. Even your high school, your bachelor's, it's not so different. So we don't have to have any misconception. The only thing is that now you are in a very different place. You have new people around you who might not really speak your language, so the blend and all of that. This is the everyday life of people here in China. So generally, yeah, so we have students, we have workers here in China, but I'm speaking specifically for students. So now for students, when you come here, for bachelor is one of the difficult stages you can do in China, because they have to go to school for 4 years. If you have been studying in Chinese, then you're going for 5 years, but you have to progress through it. And from the initial stages, from your first year through, you have a lot of courses to undertake. Yes, so you realize that those who are studying bachelors are very stressed up, because they always have courses to take, 13 courses, 14 courses in a semester. And so it is very stressful for them. But their typical everyday life will be like from class to dormitory, dormitory to library, library to canteen, canteen. So it goes in a cyclical way. So those to that. It doesn't mean that you don't have time to chill. No, you have time to chill. I'm talking from bachelor's perspective here. You have time to chill. You have time to go out. Yeah, then again, you have time to go to church. You have time to meet your friends. You have time to spend with your girlfriend. If you are married, you have time to spend with your wife, talk to family. You have all those time. Just that it is very stressful, because you have very minimal time to do almost all of these things, especially when the assignments are compounding and everything. So for bachelors, you have good time, but then again, it depends on you, the individual. It depends on which one you prioritize first. Yes, it depends on which one you prioritize. If you want to prioritize a lot of fun over educate, like studying, so you want to prioritize a lot of friends, but ultimately, like how the system has been designed, then school will take most of your time if you're a bachelor. Now let me come to master students. Master student usually is 2 years or 3 years usually. So if it is 2 years, if your program is 2 years, or let me even take it on the normal, like the majority is 2 years. So that means that the whole of your first year is about study, like coursework, and so it comes with a lot of pressure. Now if you are not used to Chinese education, now you are now come to adjust. So your first 2-3 months is all about adjusting to the Chinese system, and once you adjust a lot, that is when you now taking deep study, because now a lot of professors are giving you assignments, making a lot of PPTs, presentations. So the first year is also very hectic. But the good news is that in your second year, you are free. You are free indeed. Not that you are free, but like you have time, no classes usually. Most of the courses do not have classes. But if you are from the science and engineering, then your laboratory is also waiting for you. You're also always going to go to the lab. Yes, and do your research. And if you are from the social humanities and social sciences, you also have to spend a lot of time on your you're seated writing your thesis and all of that. So whichever way you look at it, it is not very, very easy. But the everyday life of a student studying masters will be like also from waking up. If it's your first year, then you're going to wake up very, very early because you're supposed to go for early morning lectures and all of that. But if you pass through all the ranks in the first year and then you go to the second year, then it means that you might not really wake up early, but yes, still you're supposed to maximize the day and do a lot. But Chinese people are wonderful. They have a 2 hour break. They don't joke with it. So from 11:30, okay, 1.5 hours or something, or 2 hours 30 minutes, because 11:30 to 2 is break time. All over China, it's break time. So you are supposed to rest and all. So maybe your typical life will be like you go to class in the morning, you come for your 2 hour 30 minutes break, and then if afternoon class, you go. So during the weekdays, you are very tight. You are very tight, but still you have time to do a lot of this stuff. Meet friends, go to church, go to mosque, spend time with your girlfriend, hang around with friends and all of that. You are not you don't want to be antisocial, right? If I'm right, yeah. So you have to know how to balance all these things. But typically, for your first year, it's going to be like school, break, canteen, class, church, mosque. Some of these things. Meet friends a bit, sleep, wake up. But in the second year, your lifestyle change because you're going to have more time at your disposal. But in that more time, you're supposed to do your research. But still, it's not under pressure because you're not going to go to class. It's from lab, and then so you take time to do your research whilst you have more time to explore China, do a lot of stuff, travel around, meet new friends. If you want to do this export and import, you can you have to rather export, you can't do import. So you have to people do import because they bring stuff from their home countries and then sell it at a fee to their fellow countrymates. So I can call that import. Yeah. So you want to do small business, but working in China is illegal, and so you really want to take particular attention to this. Yes. Now let me come to my ultimate PhD student. Like now, let me use my life. So now, it is very, very challenging. In your first year, it's all about coursework. Now it's 4 years. Even in my school, it's 4 years. So in your first year is study. Second, third, fourth year is all about your thesis, publications, and then graduation. And so in that time, so we realized that in my first year, my channel was a bit slow, even then when my channel had been hacked, because now I'm supposed to make a lot of videos for people to know what I'm doing here in China. It was not easy. It's not easy. You have to make a lot of videos for people to know what you are doing here in China. So you have to prioritize yourself well, but I'm making the most out of it. Now my life is like I sleep late, wake up early, shoot video content, do my religious activity. There is church, after church. So like my life goes cyclical. Then again, I still have time to have fun, play a lot of football, have fun with friends, meet new people, because you cannot stay in isolation. If you want to do books, Charlie, you're going to suffer. You are going to kill yourself, eventually. But the lifestyle of typical students studying in China is that it is majority of the academic work will take your time, and then less of social time. But it depends on you how you're going to balance the two. Okay, so you want to set the priorities right and know when to study. But I like one thing about a typical Chinese, not foreign, for Chinese, typical Chinese students. They know when to study, they know when to have fun, they know when to hang out with friends. These things are very much divided for them, so they know when to do this. But as I am saying, if you're in China already, you can comment in the code. These are very subjective. I'm just giving my general opinion. It is not a true reflection of what happens here in China. This is based on my experience, because I did masters here and I did PhD. So these are purely my experiences. So if today is your first time you are watching me and you want to share your opinion, please, you can comment in the comment section. But then again, tell me what you want to see on this channel and I'll do them for you. So until then, please, I want to see you all in China, and I want you to come here in China, experience China, and tell me the everyday life that I'm going to live in China. See you in the next one. I love you all. Zaijian.